Yo, told y'all I'd be back. You already know. Salute, salute, salute. Nah, I had it on earlier. I had it in the back seat, but when you get out the car, you gotta put that sweat on. I'm just now getting over sickness. I don't want to get sick all over again. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be a good look. Which, yeah, I got the track. I definitely got the track. You might not have been on. I think I played it. I think I played it on here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences, bro. You lost your son. Ain't nothing, Ja. On deck, on deck maneuvering and all that, you know. Looking around, shit always be moved. I be needing it. But yeah, man, for the most part, man, I guess it's gonna take A1 a second to get back on board or whatever. But yeah, people gotta understand that a lot of the presidents actually do what they say they're gonna do. You just gotta look at their agendas. Everybody thinks as a president that he automatically campaigning for office, and his campaign has something to do with us. Nah, their agenda doesn't always have nothing to do with us, and it really shouldn't. Like, a lot of things should apply to the people, and I believe that once they address the things that don't apply to the people, then they should turn around and apply a little attention towards the people. But most of them don't. They only care about like real politics, like real worldly politics. All um, gold, diamonds, metals, stuff like that, or whatever. Certain structure. They try to make sure that other countries and leaders and political leaders is not capitalizing on a particular lane. You know what I mean? On a particular lane in which they monopolize in the game. You know what I mean? Because you can win a war sometime without going to war by monopolizing. Yeah, good looking, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can win a war by monopolizing certain things. If I have a monopoly on steel, guess what? The world got to see me for steel. It puts you in a place of power where the government don't want you at. You know, that's that. So to understand that, you know, just like up here on these platforms, they censoring the platforms. Why? Because they don't want no one individual. Yeah, you can call them, beloved. They don't want no one individual to be out here, yo, so on and so forth, and we shall become this and that. The revolution shall not be televised, and you really talking violence on this platform. They don't want that. You know why? this kind of mechanism or tool in the right hands could really start a war or could really start chiseling away at a word called genocide of a particular group or race. You already know, Big E, what it do. Salute. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Top of the top. How you doing, OG? Salute, salute.
Salute, salute.
How you doing, King? I just want to say a thesis of mine real quick, and I please, you know what I'm saying, elaborate if you can, or put me in my spot if I step out of the line, right?
Bye-bye.
I've always agreed with the self-preservation look. You know what I mean? I understand that where we come from as a community and people, we strayed away a far long way from that Black Panther lines of sticking together and that type of beef, right?
Facts.
But I really have a problem with our people with the consistent, do what we got to do to make the council or to make Congress. You got to make the government. Listen, if they're geared, if their system is geared, right, to keep us at a certain level, why would you go to somebody that is geared, right, looking for their help or anything from them to do the opposite? Long story short, if we sit up here, if the people as you, not you and us, if we sit up there understanding the truth, like, look, the system and how they work is not geared to make us profitable, not make us progress, right? Why would we sit there and put together what do we call it, rallies, with marches and stuff like that? For what? Just so they can sit there, so we can sit there and say, oh, we did this, and they took notice? They didn't take notice of anything. We stopped traffic for a little while. You made a little bit of noise. I mean, it's the same bullcrap. And at the end of the day, they sitting up there laughing because they're like, these are the people, and no matter who we send, I don't care if it was, prominent figures out of our community. If you send them up there, they're going to look at them when they close the door like, you're stupid. We're geared to sit here and keep you here. Why would we sit here and give you money for after school communities, for recreational things like that? Because that's not putting you in jail. That's not putting us in the box. So why the heck would we sit there and think that they're going to continuously give us money to fix this in our community, fix that? Long story short, I didn't want to keep you long. Long story short, it gets back to the foundation. We sitting up there, we're not going to sit around there and pool our money together and get our own black or how I say minority-filled bank. If we're not going to do that, then we need to stop talking. Right now, we understand, money isn't everything. Money is not everything, by no way, shape, or form. But it's the only thing as far as to make moves that we want to make. I hate to say it, but to a certain degree, it is freedom. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they control. And until we control any part of that, all this other garbage is obsolete. Anything everybody pop up talking about, let's march over here, let's do this to get them to do that. Listen, that's a bunch of bullcrap, my dude, because at the end of the day, they're going to give you the permits and the police to walk down the block. Then when it's over, they're going to go home, you going to go home, and they're going to come on the news and be like, you good now, Negroes? Is you popping now? Y'all cool? You know what I'm saying? And what's going to change? You're going to turn around and look across the street, and they're going to have a condo being built up in your project. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, so at the end of the day, I understand the talking and everything, but we all know the problem. We've been knew the problem. Ain't no need to sit up there and keep discussing it. If the people, our powers that be, the people with the billions, the people with the millions, ain't gonna sit around there and say, hey, let's go put our name on this bank and start funding some of these things that we ain't got nothing to be talking about, man. All this other stuff is talk. I'm sorry, OG, if I'm keeping you too long, but that's just what I feel, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, you been keeping me. That's all good, man. This is a fact, right? And no politician, nobody no rapper, none of that has said this and said, I'm gonna say it right now, right? The problem is us, is that we fail. Again, the problem is us, is that we fail to realize and no one understand that the government follows what's popping, what works for a particular group, gender, race. If they know a certain thing is popping, they follow. They gave us a Martin Luther King holiday and so on and so forth. Why?
you.
Because
Word.
they only follow what we were already doing. On Martin Luther King Day, well, guess what? What we did, people came out, they lit candles, they prayed, so on and so forth. So as a form of pacifying us, right? Listen, they're gonna
Yep.
do it. They're gonna
That's exactly.
look, they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out and do it anyway.
Exactly.
So why not nail it by giving them a national holiday, Dr. Martin Luther King Day, right? Boom. So they follow what works, meaning that, and we believe in a particular thing or a particular goal, a particular remedy to remedy a problem, and they see that regardless of what we're doing and it happens to be working for our community, then they get in behind it, and then they take credit for it. So this way, when the upcoming election come, we vote for them.
And not only just take credit for it, they get it once they get their hand in it. They take it to
Yeah,
the
they
point where
copyright
it's
it.
no longer right. You understand? It's no longer beneficial for us. That's why I was watching OG. On this OG Wildcat Live, he was saying something about I see people in the community. Trump, the only one that told the truth. Trump told us the truth. I mean, I hate the fact that we live in this cliche time. It sounds good, it looks good in quotations, so people say it. This dude told the truth. He told the truth where? If people understand the demographics of certain things, they understand that after each president, to see exactly what they did, you have to wait like 2 to 3 years. Nothing that they do within their term, you're going to see immediately. So he's taking pride for, oh, look, I got the lowest unemployment rate. And so that ain't got nothing to do with you, dude.
Nah,
You understand what I'm
but
saying?
big game. Wildcat not talking about that aspect of it as far as
No. I was saying people in his live, not
I
OG,
know that.
not Wildcat.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no. Forget the people in the live.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with Wildcat right now, right? Is
Okay.
that Trump did tell the truth. He showed us who he was. He came out to make America great again, to bring back the whips and trains and the physical bondage. He made it clear. You know what I mean? A dude, they were having a Trump rally in Ohio somewhere or whatever, and it was a brother standing there or whatever, and the dude threw a bottle at him.
You're right.
You know what Trump did?
You're right. He said get him up out of there too. He said it should have been worse or something like that, right?
Yeah, some crazy stuff. I mean, so
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, I'm trying to show you, he did tell us the truth. He let us know, listen, I don't give a F about y'all. You know what I mean? And
OG, what good is it? What good is it? You're doing a 9 to 5, right? You know your boss. You know your boss is a piece of crap. You know how he move and everything like that. But at the end of the day, you just knowing that, what type of power is that if you can get in that aspect, you go get another job. All right, but we're talking about in a broad span of thing. Like, I don't want people to get, minuscule with it. If you know your boss is a piece of crap, and this dude he's ruling everything. But you know how he coming. You know that if you late, you know what I'm saying, you ask him for a raise, how you go. But what good is that, man? What good is just knowing how foul someone is if you still have to adhere to what they saying, man?
Cause like I just said, man, you know what I mean? Like, we can go over this over again or whatever.
I'm not trying to, I'm really just asking, man. You know what I mean?
People follow what's popping. I started my company by popping, being the hot thing, being what's popping. So the Kings did it, realized that not only do he got his neighborhood under control and got a lock on things, but people actually come out for this guy. All right, cool, boom. How about we break down a certain percentage and give you X amount, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because you got to create your own brand in America, man. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, you have to create your own brand. It don't have to be your brand. It can be our brand. But it's how we do it. We have to walk. People always say, yo, this is now. Why? Why? This is why in the lessons, they tell you. Know what I mean? Why is the question, why the most asked question? You know what I mean? By the 85%. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you why. Because most of the people that's considered 85%, that's the unknowing, the mentally dead, as we call them, right? This is why they ask the question why, right? Because they truly don't understand, they don't know, or they may have understand of a situation but don't know how to do it or why we should do it. But they understand
Right.
it's a problem that exists here, but we're going to do that. But why? Like, when we do it, what's going to be the outcome? When you say what and why, it's really the same word.
Same word, right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
the same word. What and why is the same word. All right, well, why? But what are we going to do?
I
You see?
understand.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Why? But what are we going to do? So what and why is basically the same word, bro. You know what I mean?
I
Read
got
that.
you, OG. Look, let me get up the line so other people will call in. Yo,
Yeah.
love is love. I respect you. Salute, OG. Always, man.
All right,
Always.
salute. Top of the game, 212 with me.
What's up with it, CK?
What's good? Turn your back down just a little bit, all right?
You can hear me now? Hey, look, I'm coming to Brooklyn for New Year's, man. I'm trying to see Times Square. I'm from Chicago, though.
All right, I mean, you got the call in number. All you got to do is pull up, homie. You got a safe passage, all that. We gonna rock out.
Oh, you already know I ride that 5. I'm Black Stone. I'm coming through how I'm supposed to. But look, I'm trying to see what's popping up there and what's going to be popping up there for New Year's, though. Like,
Bro,
but I ain't
everything.
gonna, you know,
Bro,
I ain't trying to be.
everything. Every night. It's gonna be parties, after parties, strip club after the strip club. That's gonna lead to the after hour spot. It's gonna be crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm just trying to see, because you know how lines and shit be. You know, I ain't even plugged in with nobody in New York. So I'm just trying to see how shit gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? So I can know where we can get in and where to go. You know
Bro,
what I'm
listen, bro, you plugged in. You talking to me, right? You plugged in already. You good. All you gotta do is let me know what area you're gonna be in or whatever, and I'll tell you what's popping. Don't worry about lines. I know that's the way that case may be or whatever, because if I send word, dude's gonna make sure, oh, you all right, well, welcome, welcome to NY. They'll let you right through. You know what I mean?
All right, bet. I'm saying we got me and my people coming. We got a little Airbnb in Brooklyn and shit. So I'm definitely gonna hit you when we get down there. I don't know where it's at. It might be on your side. I don't know, but I'm gonna hit you when I get down there.
All right, yeah, do that.
All right, bet.
All right, salute. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. See, that's the platform that I put in place. Y'all know, I told you already, that's what I did. This is what you call a real person, a real individual's platform. Not individuals. All right, I ain't gonna use the N word. Real, I mean, guess we gonna start trying to dub that word too. It's a real individual, a real people's platform. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that works. I'm trying to figure out, I keep looking around, I'm trying to figure out, is it a politician or something in the area or something? Because all I've been hearing is police all morning. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Operator love, man. Yeah, I have been established, but I ain't even going to back on it fast. But all right, so we were talking more of the political side. How do I sound good on it? Like everybody good?
Man, you're a little loud, but you sound good.
I appreciate it. All right, so now, like I was saying, with the President Obama situation, now why I said, like, you know, I feel as though he didn't really do anything, because I mean the only thing he gave us was a good image. And from my understanding and how I connected the dots, as y'all heard me say, from my understanding, he was only put into office to regain the trust of Africa. Mind you, Africa is, you know, the most richest continent on the planet. Has every resource, like nothing on this world can survive without Africa. Basically, your cell phone has an element that is only made in Africa, and it comes from Africa. Your cell phone, your airplanes, your newest technology is called coaching. So when Obama was put into office, he basically regained the trust of Africa, and they began to start doing business back with us. Bush had a disagreement with them and kind of left on bad terms, and that's when Obama came in and kind of patched things up. Now, to further go on more. When Obama was in office, he did not identify or even acknowledge the fact that these killings were going on by the police to a lot of unarmed black individuals. He did not acknowledge none of that. And nor did he even put in any laws to protect black individuals who are being killed in this manner. But Latinos and the LBGT, et cetera, have gotten laws to protect them while he was in office. So what I'm saying is, as black people, we don't have no laws that govern us or protect us. We were given liberty. We weren't given freedom. Mind you, we was sent here, we was brought to America as workers. When the emancipation came and they freed you, I believe 1865, that's when the prison system was created. So if you just do your history and find out when things stemmed up, when did this company pop up, when did this company pop up, and etc., you will see that a lot of these things stem from racism and was targeting blacks. You wouldn't have prison systems if it wasn't for that period of time where black people were free, allegedly.
Right. Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question, because a lot of y'all say emancipation, proclamation, you use that a lot, right?
Right.
Did you actually read it?
Yes, I did. And I understand that it only means to free you and transfer you to another owner. You're not actually free. That's why the term liberty is given. Free meaning you don't have an external individual making a decision on what you do. Liberty meaning you...
All right, no. We know what liberty means. I asked you, did you read the first part right here, right? Because after they did that, right, they start going in and working on the amendments, right?
Right.
Do you realize that we don't have the same rights as a white person? We're still not considered, to this day, we're still not considered equal to a Caucasian. You're aware of that, right?
Yes. Can I say one thing also?
I'm going to say, time out. I don't want to lose my school of thought.
Okay.
All right, so now that you know that, right? Barack Obama was president, right?
Mm-hmm.
You realize that this country played a small role in him being elected?
Mm.
So you gotta understand.
No, I didn't really know that.
Yeah, see, it became a glitch or a cheat code for Donald Trump because they didn't want him in office. And so the Russians learned the same technologies and so on and so forth that were used elsewhere to get Barack Obama in office. And they blew it up, because it wasn't supposed to go that way, man. Now we're dealing with the Rothschilds and the hidden societies and people that run the world. They wanted Barack Obama in office for one particular reason. Because it was the year of the black man. It was the year to give us a certain particular time period in which we were treated fair. And now that we've exceeded that 8 years, let's go back to destroy, build, and destroy. This is the 8th degree in 120 lessons. Build and destroy. You're supposed to destroy. Once you destroy, you do what? You build, right?
Right.
So they gave us an 8-year grace period to build. And now they going back to the what? Reconstruction. All right? So understand what's going on. They're reconstructing now. This is why Trump came in, right? They had to bring, you know, the devil spawn in. They had to bring him in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it was prescribed. All this stuff is already prescribed and predicted, bro. You know what I mean? They ain't with a raffle wheel and reaching in there and say, oh, and the winner is A1. Nah. This stuff is already prescribed, and when they see there's going to be a change in the natural order of things, they press send. Blink. When they press send, they make sure that order is properly placed and restored to what it's supposed to be. So right now, they're restoring order right now.
Right.
They don't really want Trump in there no more. You know why? Because he was there to restore order, and he went against the grain and started doing what he wanted to do. And so now they're going to get him out of there. He's out of there. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. They press reset. They press and reset on him right now. They might try to bring him back in January to save face. If I was him, I would just want to get out, because you never know. You might get assassinated. You know, this country don't play when it comes to the natural order things. You know what I mean? Yeah, good looking, y'all. I keep saying yes to Jacket Fire. Good looking. I mean, Moose Knuckle. Appreciate it. Right? Like, the natural order of a society is the most important fabric to life. Why? Because if you let us go back to not adhering to laws, rules, and regulations, we become barbaric. Then you have those who don't have a barbaric bone in their body and can't defend themselves. So they become the slaughtered lamb. You understand what I'm saying? So they have to have natural order. You really think that it'll be a such thing as peace on earth if they just say, you know what, we're gonna abandon all laws, every man for himself? Bro, I mean, everybody dies at some point, sometime. That means that as you in New York City, you got lions, tigers, and bears running around here freely, having a pick at what they want to eat, because now they are the king of the world, the king of the jungle. I mean, no doubt to her peace. I mean, so that's what it is. So they have to have a certain particular order, and every transition there comes new policies, new fundamentals to support a system that's already put in place. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But I mean, you on point though. You're right. Most politicians are crooked, and they do it, and they do them. But you got to understand, it's a certain particular order in which things are put in play, and that's all it was. Like we voted for Barack Obama, right? But understand that the unseen hand they talk about that run the world, they put Barack in office, man. It was prescribed for Barack Obama to be put in office, man. You know what I'm saying? What year did Barack Obama go in office? 2000 and what? 2008, right? 2008, right? 2008. All right.
30 minutes.
So now, with him coming to office in 2008, go back and pull up Shirley Chisholm. She told us about HIV, AIDS, all that. And she told us somewhere between 2008 and 2010, there'll be a black president. With that said, I'm off the air. I don't want to talk to you no more, A1. I'm not your friend. Nah, I'm joking, homie. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you got to pay attention. You know what I mean? This is why when Bismarck said Reagan was the president, but I voted for Shirley Chisholm, because Shirley Chisholm told us about cancer being one of the #1 killers, HIV, so on and so forth. What you want to eat, sir?
I only got a 30-minute lunch. So
I asked you, what do you want to eat?
I don't know. I could do Golden Crust, but
All right, so you walking back that way?
yeah, I can walk back that way.
So at the end of the day, you got to do that with her because she's ignorant and don't understand when I'm on my grind to just be easy. Anyway, so my thing is this right here, right? She told us ahead of time. Now that we're seeing things falling in place, don't act surprised. You know what I mean? Don't act surprised, because we was already forewarned. This goes back to somebody said something about Noble Drew Ali, but Noble Drew Ali, he said what it was. He predicted what was taking place and what wasn't taking place. but we still act like we're blind and don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm ending right here. Let me get ahead and walk her to Golden Crust. You know what I mean? I came and get some paperwork, and she gonna text me. She want lunch. Like I didn't come here and hang out, man. All right. So with that said, that's another 30. I'm gonna be back, man. Once I get rid of this headache right here. It's an ongoing headache, man. I mean.